Hello and welcome back, Squirrel Nation. I hope you're all having an outstanding day. We are diving in. This is a game from last night after the patch dropped for me, and I was finally able to get in the game. I am an Android user. I just started grinding games, and today I just wanted to share this game with you because I get a ton of items, so it's a really good chance for us to discuss the new items, and that's basically why I chose this video. Another note before we get into the later rounds and more thinking is content cycle-wise, my plan is I will always do a patch review like yesterday's video when we get new reviews, and then in the following days to the patch, I will basically show videos of what I think will be the top comps in that patch so that all of you can see me playing the comps that I think will be strongest in the new patch. So with that in mind, today I'm going to be playing Beast Warriors. You'll see that the team evolve that way, and we'll discuss how Beast Warriors, why I think they're going to be dominant, and a big reason is because of the new items. I think if you look at the new items, they're cool. I like their mechanics, but like I discussed yesterday, I'm not really a fan of item distribution, and you'll see that in this game. In this game, I get sick items. I mean, like, every time a player dies, I'm getting like 10 items at once, and you'll see at the end of the game, it's just insane how much I have. Like, nobody stands a chance. And the other reason I think Beast Warrior is going to be very dominant in the meta is because the items are more favorable to warriors in my opinion, because especially the, Heaven's Gift, I believe is the name, where you shield and you regen health for everybody around you. So warriors tend to clump up like the middle of the map, and you'll shield 80% of your team, and just nothing can kill you. It's insane. So I think the counter to that will be people playing mages, okay? Like mages or dragon knights, and I tested both of those last night. Also, dragon knights I had success with, and I also tried a dragon mages build that I will try to show in the next days too, as a counter comp. But the thing is there's other items that are so helpful for the warriors against the mages. So they even introduced an item where your whole team, or people close to you, get a shield from magic damage, right? So, I mean, it makes it even hard for the mages to burst down a 6-warrior team. So I just think the item changes, they benefit warriors more than they benefit the other comps. Another example is hunters are in a really rough spot because a lot of the items seriously counter hunters. And I actually have a game that I probably will share tomorrow of me playing hunters, and we can discuss that more. But the thing is you have an item that disarms, which is a super, super bad for hunters because you stack stuff on your door sniper. You need your door sniper to be targeting those low squishies and killing them. But if he's disarmed for 5 seconds, that's a huge impact. Then you have the Heaven Shield that I'm talking about. So all your hunters are just doing less damage to every hero on the team, and the enemy heroes are regenerating. It's a rough spot. And if you look at the items and you think about how Beast Warriors works, Beast Warrior does have damage carry in Berserker, but he's not really, it's not the same as Glacier Knights, right? Glacier Knights, it's like your Berserker is going to do the majority of your team's damage. Maybe 60 or 70% of your team damage will come from your Berserker until you get that 3-star Lightblade Knight, and then that can come on. With 6 Warriors, it's not the same. And you'll see that in my DPS chart. Like, there's other warriors who do not as much as Berserker, but quite a lot. Like, especially like your Doom Arbiter, right? Even your Pirate Captain does quite a bit of damage. So anyways, those are the notes. Now I'm going to kind of focus in on the gameplay. We'll discuss some of the decisions, but I know a lot of you right after the patch want to hear more of the meta stuff. That's why I'm putting that out there. So anyways, if you can notice, to me, this is how I've conceptualized the patch. Warriors are going to be a very dominant comp. I think you're going to see warriors every single game no matter what. So then in my mind, what I'm thinking is, how do I counter warriors? To me, the counter is mages. And if you go for the mages, well, actually, wait, let me step back. The counter is feather or mages, okay? So 6 feather theoretically counters warriors, and it also out-tempos warriors. So a feather player can hit those 3 stars before the warrior can hit them, and then the feather just needs to kill the warrior before the warrior can get super late game, get those like Doom, Arbiter, Pirate Captain, Berserkers all to 2 stars and higher up. So those 2 counter. And if you look at my bench right now, I'm building warriors on the board, but at the same time I'm holding feather and I'm also holding mage and I'm holding the glacier. So I'm still in between teams, but you're going to see as the game progresses, I start to kind of get more pieces towards something. So the reason I'm doing this is if I'm the warrior player, so if I get lucky, if I start hitting 2-star, 3-star warriors, then obviously I'm going to go towards warriors if I get the key pieces. But if I'm a warrior player, then I'm worrying about the counter, right? What players are going to counter me? So like this decision right here, you can notice that I'm selling the knights to grab the shining dragon. So why am I doing that? Well, if I go beast warrior, what am I more worried about? A mage player or a knight player? And I think most people will understand when I say I am more scared about the knight player. Okay, or sorry, I'm more concerned about the mage player or the dragon knight. So by me grabbing the shining dragon, grabbing towards mage, I'm blocking the comps that counter what I'm actually building. On the other hand, say that I stop going for beast warrior. Why? You have to ask yourself, why would I do that? And if you look right here, every single person is building warrior. Like every team except one has 3 warrior synergy right now, right? So it's going to kind of come down to luck. Who's going to hit those warriors and who's going to pivot away, right? So to me, that's what it comes down to. If I'm the one who has to pivot away from warriors and every other person is going warriors, then I want to be able to pivot to the counter, which is going to be something dragon, something mage, okay? So that's kind of the strategy, the logic that I'm using when managing my bench when I'm going forward in the game. And I think that is going to be a very big thing in this patch, because I have a feeling warriors are going to be so dominant that it is something that you try to run every single game. And some games you're going to get lucky and you're going to hit stuff. Some games you're not, and then you're going to need to pivot away. So that's why I'm spending so much time discussing my high level strategy, my bench management, what I'm looking for. Okay. So we're going through. I'm just thinking. So the reason I'm selling the Abyssal Guard there is same thing. I know I have a lot of competition for warriors. If I go warrior beast, Abyssal Guard is actually not a key component in warrior beast, right? So it's actually suboptimal, and I haven't hit anything that made me decide what to go. But bam, now I hit a berserker and a poison worm. Now you'll see me commit, right? So now it's like, okay, I hit the key pieces of beast warrior. Now I can commit. Notice I sell all the feather. I'm going to grab the warriors. And we are going to get stuff going, and I'm still thinking about it, right? So at this point, I'm probably going to scout the enemy, I'm going to look what they're going with, and then I'm really, really going to commit onto something. So anyways, that is the way that it plays out, and hopefully that makes sense to everybody how that is going. Also notice we are riding a lose streak right now. I am not too concerned about super winning yet, because I want to have that economy, because I know that I'm going up against a lot of people. And see, at this point, it's like, okay, I commit. Because when I scouted, I'm the only person who has a berserker. I also hit a poison worm, right? There's only one other person, or sorry, there's 2 teams that have poison worms, but I'm only one with berserker. So I've hit the key pieces of a beast warrior comp. So that's why I'm comfortable going that direction. And here we go. In this case, same thing. I'm just going to economy from here, because I'm already on a lose streak. My health is fine. I'm at 58 health, which is pretty good. It is last place, but my health is not concerning, and I have hit key components. So to me, at this point, it's just going to be about get my economy up and do what I can. And I think I'm just thinking about what is the best thing I can do, and I'm worried, can I kill the golems? That's actually the thought in my head. That's why I was considering actually leveling there so that I could get up, but then I decided my comp will be able to kill the golems. So yeah, that's why you see me just not commit to leveling up to 6. And same thing, just scouting. Here, I would be looking for werewolf. By the way, if you're running 6 warrior beast, key pieces that you're looking for that are not substitutable are going to be warrior, Tusker, and that's basically it. The other stuff you can actually replace easier. I know it sounds crazy, but Lone Druid you can substitute a Lord of Sand. Poison Worm you can substitute a Lord of Sand or a Lone Druid, right? You have more option in your other beast, but you do not have option in Tusker or Werewolf, because that's the only way for you to hit 4 beasts with 6 warriors at level 8. So keep in mind when you start to lock into a comp, what you're scouting for is you're scouting for the key critical components of your composition. How contested are they? So that's what I'm looking at. Here, I'm basically just deciding, do I want to start winning yet, or am I good keeping my lose streak? And if you look at my health, I'm good keeping my lose streak, right? That's why I don't need to spend the gold to go to level 6. I'm just going to ride this out until either A, I start losing very heavily, or B, I happen to win something, and then from there I can obviously start spending and try to get on a win streak. We've been discussing a lot about always try to be on a streak. So anyways, that's going. I think here, same thing, I'm grabbing the Glacier Knights. Honestly, if I look back on this, grabbing towards the Glacier Knights is kind of pointless. It's not affecting my economy, so I'm not really worried about it in this video, but Glacier Knights would be me pivoting into something that doesn't have a strong advantage over Beast Warrior, so I think that's a poor choice compared to where I was holding the mages, right? And just in case I haven't hit that point home, what I mean is, let's say I give up on Beast Warrior and I transition to Glacier Knights. Who's going to win, a Beast Warrior or a Glacier Knight, assuming they're at the same level and knowing that I'm behind, right? That's something you have to consider. So that's where I think actually, honestly, me holding these Glacier Knight components is it's not really that great. I think the reason I was doing it is because I have Berserker and then I already have 3 of the Glacier, so that was probably my thinking at this point. But honestly, if I review it, I think it would have been better to just get those off econ and then keep the mages if I wanted to keep a second comp. Okay, so now I would expect 39 health. I can probably take one more loss, and then I do need to start trying to win. Most likely, now that we're hitting level 6, I am going to start winning, and yeah, there we go. So I do just commit at this point, so that's good. We put in, now we're at 5 warriors, so we do want to hit another warrior. We get this Strange Egg, which is nice, and from here, yeah, I would say my plan would be hit level 7. We have enough health. I can lose one or two more rounds. And that will get me to level 7 with 50 gold, and then I can roll down heavily, fill out my comp, and then try to win streak. So that is definitely going to be the play, and I'm pretty sure that's what I end up doing. So anyways, we are going through, and as you can see, I mean, every time I pull up the scoreboard, you're just going to see how many warrior teams there are, right? So warriors are going to be a thing. The person who hits warriors is just going to be the lucky one, the one who happens to get the pieces. So if you were going... I think every game, if it's an option, I would try to go Beast Warriors. That's my true advice to everybody. But always have an option, a pivot. Always have that other comp, right? Because if you don't do that and you get unlucky and you're not the one who gets the key components, then you are going to be in a really, really bad spot because it is going to be highly contested every game. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, we do level. Now we are re-rolling down a bit. I have decided that it is time to win another Strange Egg. Oh, we've all been there. Man, the times you're just like, oh, Strange Egg, another one? Okay, I guess. But gotta buy it, honestly. Buy it and then probably re-roll down a little bit more. And yep, so we're just grabbing. I grabbed the Divinity there because that's a 6th warrior, right? So I'm 5 out of 6 warriors. I do want to get my 6th warrior synergy, and I have 2 swordsmen on the board. So grab the Divinity, put it in, that will be 6. And I think the reason I'm starting to really commit is this will be the last round I want to lose. So like I said, 2 more rounds, we're below 30 health now, and now it's time to win. I have milked as much as I can out of the lose streak. Like I was on a 3 gold lose streak for quite a while, so that was really nice. We hit our werewolf, that's a sigh of relief for me. Hit it Doom, beautiful. Right, the werewolf especially is really what I'm concerned with, and now I can sell that Divinity, and now yeah, get in the Doom, and we are in a pretty nice spot now because I have an egg for my Berserker, I have an egg for my Doom, so hopefully we can get that. We reposition for wolves, and we are good to go. So anyways, things are looking great. Round 15, and by things are looking great, let me rephrase that a little bit. Lose streaking is always something that's scary, and it's always something I would always prefer to win streak, right? But there's just times where you have to gamble and you have to go on a lose streak because if you're middle economy, you're middle health, you're generally in a really bad spot. So, but at the same time, if I don't get lucky in my rolls, we can easily see this turn into a 5th, 6th place finish, which is never a good thing as you're trying to climb, because that is a lot of points that you're losing. But if you're going to lose, this is the way to do it. So anyways, we're thinking about items. Yep, get it onto my worm, so that's perfect. And yeah, from here, we're just going to keep this position. By the way, here's a really, really big note. The reason, if you are running warriors, make sure your berserker and your poison worm are out of the range of a dwarf sniper. Okay, that is a major no-no. And I see, so when I run hunters, I'm so happy when they don't listen to the advice that I'm giving all of you. But the reason for that is, see, in this case, notice the dwarf sniper doesn't target my poison worm right away. So by the time it switches focus onto my poison worm, it's already wasted a few shots onto some of my tanks, right? And then same thing, my berserker is fine to just sit back. So when you're positioning, hopefully this makes sense to everybody, make sure that you're 7 spaces away from the dwarf sniper. So almost all teams will have their dwarf sniper in the very corner of the map. So if you position your poison worm and your berserker where I am in the very back of the map, they will be out of the range. But you're going to see later in the game my formation, I go for the advanced T formation. And keep in mind, if you're in an advanced T formation, your squishies are going to be in a rough spot. And when we switch formations, I'll talk about that a little bit more. Bam, we hit a pirate captain. We had our eggs, so now we use both our eggs. Really worth it though, and now we are going to advance. So, like we said, stay out of the dwarf sniper, but in this case, I'm going up because now I have, I'm getting my quality up, so my berserker is now higher, and my poison worm is still safe from the dwarf sniper, okay? So, well, okay, it's safe from the dwarf sniper if the dwarf sniper is on the right side of the map. So actually here, I could even drop the poison worm back 1 more spot, honestly, if I wanted, and upon review, that probably would actually be the optimal play, now that I sit here and I'm not mid-game talking about it. But anyways, so we're watching not only our point of view, we're checking everybody else's point of view, because I want to make sure I'm winning, right? Stay on a win streak from here on is very, very important. Trent Protector, Abyssal Guard, Swordsman, those are all optional pieces. The Trent Protector is only being held just because in case I hit a Lone Druid. I do want to get a Lone Druid 4-star. Here, I'm going to grab the Pirate Captain. I should. And this is something very interesting that comes up in this game too. If you notice, even though I have a 2-star Pirate Captain, I grab Pirate Captains. And you have to ask yourself, why am I doing that, right? The reason I'm doing that is tons of people are running Warriors, right? So if you, when we look at the scoreboard, you have to think about how many teams I am weakening them by holding a Pirate Captain, right? These hunters, they want a Pirate Captain. All the people running Beast Warriors, they want a Pirate Captain, right? There are tons of teams in this game that want a Pirate Captain. So by me holding these 2 Pirate Captains, I am just making their life hell. And that's what we want. So sometimes the best plays are also plays that weaken the enemy team while they give you a upgrade, right? And now I'm 1 away from having another 2-star Pirate Captain, and I don't think anybody's going to complain about having 2 2-star Pirate Captains on the board. I'm obviously looking for a Lone Druid. That is my 4th beast. I really want to hit that. That's why I'm keeping a Unicorn. But at the same thing, if I go to level 8, I do have a lot of good stuff. We do hit the Poison Worm, thankfully. Now I can probably econ up. I've been rerolling heavily, and the reason I've been rerolling heavily is I had Doom to upgrade, I have Werewolf to upgrade, and I had Poison Worm to upgrade. So now I could see myself econing, because my only realistic upgrade or high probability upgrade right now is a Werewolf. The Doom and Pirate Captain are not high probability at level 7 upgrades. So from here, I probably econ, and that's why I sold the Swordsman. Now I'm at 19, I'll be at 20 gold, and I can start building up my economy. I do want to level to 8 at round 21, so I have 2 rounds to save gold. Then I'm going to need to spend 30 gold to get to level 8, because I do want to keep my win streak, right? And we guaranteed the majority of people will level at round 21 to level 8, so if I don't do it, I'm going to be at a disadvantage, so I do need to plan that into my re-rolling, spending, economy management, blah, 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 blah. Cool, so we are still going good. Notice 1, 2, 3, 4 Beast Warrior teams, so, right? And you can imagine how displeased they are that I am holding all these Pirate Captains. By the way, if you play against me on the ladder, don't ever do this to me, okay? Okay, if you see I need a piece, don't hold it. Don't be a bully to me. No, it's really funny. I'm just saying that because I love seeing other squirrels on the ladder, you know, and it happens a good amount. I see other squirrels, and you know, sometimes I can tell like they're taking advice that I give in the videos, and it's crushing my soul. Like it's hurting me in the game, but honestly, I always have a smile on my face. I'm super happy about it. But yeah, so you can see 3 teams have 2-star berserkers. Right, I think I counted 4 teams with a pirate captain. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, 3 teams with a pirate captain. So that's what we mean, right? Like holding those pieces can be very damaging to the other team's power curve. And anyways, there we go. And yep, we leveled to 8 like we discussed. And now I would assume, yep, put in another pirate. Why not? So we're already at our 6 warrior. It's either between the Doom or the pirate captain. In this case, I would say the pirate captain is the play. The reason for that is because human silence. So now I have werewolf, I have 2 pirate captains, so I have three pieces that silence. The Doom ultimate is really nice, but so is pirate captain. So to me, that's how that logic would go. Okay, so now Heaven's Gift. Here we go. Here's the piece that we are discussing. I was talking about. So if you notice, what it does is, the main function is it gives a shield, and you'll see the shield because it's like this golden shield that I'll point out next round. This round I combined the item after the round started. That's why it doesn't take effect this round. So for an item to be useful, it has to be fully equipped, combined before the round starts. But anyways, so what the item does, the main function is you're going to see a golden shield go on all my heroes. And what that shield does is my heroes will now have a 100% chance to block 20 damage, okay? So that's per auto attack 20 damage. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you stack it up this much, it's pretty significant when you're talking about 6 different heroes that are taking 20 damage less hit per auto attack. That is a lot. The other thing it does is heals your team for 15% HP also. So the heal, and notice I put it on Doom, and notice I placed Doom such that he will get as many people as he can. So bam, you see that golden shield that just popped on my werewolf, on my Tusker, on my war chief, on my pirate captain. So all of them just got healed 15% of their HP. They're all warrior tanks, right? Meaning they already have the highest HP pools. They already have high armor. So them getting 15% HP is way different than a marksman gain 15 HP, okay? And let me take the time to explain that, because this is the key concept behind why the items are so beneficial to warrior teams as opposed to, let's say, a hunter team. Okay? If you look at my pirate captain and my Doom, they're sitting around 2,000 HP depending on items. So it's like, I think they're like, I think Doom is, I want to say 1,900 health at 2-star, and pirate captain I think is same thing, right? If you look at a 2-star dwarf sniper, it has around, I want to say something like 1,200 health, or like my poison worm. Right? So 15% HP, you can already see a huge disparity there, right? A hero who has 2,000 HP, 15% is 300, whereas a hero with only 1,000 HP, that's only 150 heal, okay? Then you have to consider, it's not just HP, because now my warriors, right, I'm at 6 warrior stack, so what, after the patch, I think that's 14 extra armor. So then my warriors who just got healed for 300, now they also have 14 armor, so they're reducing your damage by quite a bit, whereas like the marksman wouldn't be. So that's why these items are crazy. I finally hit my Razor Claw, beautiful. Now I would, yeah, I can wait on the Wisp Seer. Wisp Seer is the most common piece to get as far as druids go, because all the way up to level 9 you have high probability of getting it, so I don't need to grab that now. I can just econ up. Werewolf still being unlucky, but hey, that is what it is. And at this point, I'm sure I'm thinking, ooh, do I want to pull out a 2-star pirate captain to put in a 1-star Razor Claw? Probably not. And even reviewing this, I still think that's the play, to be honest. I mean, pirate captain, like, and do you see that shield? I hit I hit 7 heroes. The only hero that didn't get touched by my shield is my war chieftain, right? Like, that's insane. And just look at my team. Their health doesn't even go down. I'm fighting another beast warrior. Like, I'm fighting another beast warrior, and just nothing's going down because of that item. Like, hopefully just that round alone displays the power of one item. And can I just tell you, that item is not hard to get. Its components are things that we used to just complain about sitting in our inventory. right? So the magic cloak, I used to literally just get 5 magic cloaks a game and just be like, oh my god, this cloak is so useless. It has one thing I combined it into. Now I literally find myself in game like, please heavens, please give me magic cloak, please. Who needs a mana crystal? Magic cloak, please. So I mean, it's just crazy. Like, the item is crazy, and the other component is just the whatchamacallit, the Kira Axe. There we go, Kira Axe. Oh, and sorry, it's not the magic cloak, it's the shield, the 10 blocking shield. So 10 blocking shield plus the Kira Axe is this insane Heaven's Blessing, which is just ridiculous. So yes. So there we go, Infused Mass. I'm just thinking about it. I'm reading all these different things. By the way, some of them are confusing the way it's worded, because if you notice, Frantic Mask says, it says Life Steal or like Life Leech, right? Here we go. Combining it, yep, Kira's Mask and the Heaven's Gift, yes, and the shield, right? Kira Axe, shield equals this. Here I'm testing if it stacks. It does not stack, by the way. I don't think. From everything I can tell, it doesn't stack, and here's why. Is you'll notice when it triggers on one of my heroes, it will trigger on both of them. And actually here I didn't combine it just for that reason, but later in this game I will combine it because I'm so far ahead. Like, here I'm still kind of tryharding. Later on I'm like super ahead and I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to test out the item. So at that part, later in the game I just start like literally trying to build every single item. I'm not building optimal items. Same thing, the shield, and here's the hunter. Like, normally I think that hunter would have beat me without the item, right? Because I'm just reducing so much damage. Look, my Poison Worm stays alive through that. My Berserker stays alive through that. The Heaven's Blessing helps them so much. So much. Anyways, we're grabbing that. The other point I want to make, at this point, yeah, I'm saving to go to 9 so I can get in my Razor Claw. And who cares if he's 1-star, it's just for 4 Beast. And I don't really need to be careful about my economy at this point because I am on a huge win streak. Nice, I would lock that. Yeah, the play is lock it. I don't want to sell the Unicorn. I don't want to sell the Werewolf. So I would definitely just lock this and take it. Yeah, just throw him somewhere. I could have left him behind too, honestly, just to get the shield from the Doom. But anyways, that's kind of here nor there. So now this Warrior Beast also hit the shield. So notice the difference. So a couple rounds ago, I crushed him horribly. Now we both have the shield item. So now it's kind of more of a slugfest. It's like, okay, whose shield wears off first? By the way, something I discussed yesterday was the logic on items, how good it's going to be. It's pretty smart, at least on Heaven's Gift. Heaven's Blessing. Wait, Gift? Oh my gosh, I'm going to drive myself crazy. Anyways, the Golden Shield it's good. To me personally, I think it triggers, my guess, this is conjecture, I think it triggers when the hero you have it on gets below a certain amount of health. So I think it, for instance, like if my Doom gets below or loses 20% HP, I think that's when the item triggers. I'm not 100% sure about that. Like I said, I'm still kind of testing out. So if any of you have like thoroughly tested the items and you're 100% sure how they work, then please let me know what the triggers are. I would love to hear about that in the comments. But from my experience, you can notice, watch my Doom, and when he takes, like notice he didn't cast it there for quite a while, and then all of a sudden he did. But actually his health didn't drop. So I'm not really sure. Maybe it's when somebody around the hero, their health drops. It might be that. That would make sense also. Basically, I think what the item does is it waits for somebody to benefit from the 15% HP heal, and then it triggers after that. That's my guess. And you can just notice these hunters are just having a hell of a time against me. Yes, the hunters get countered by the warrior's armor, but hunters, debuff hunters used to do okay against warrior beasts if they weren't way behind in quality, and the reason why is because your door sniper could kill like the worm, kill the berserker, and then if your front line could hold until your siren ultimates, you were in an okay position. But now with this item, it's like, I want to say almost basically impossible for you to kill their backline. I won't say impossible, but it's really hard for a hunter to crush your backline unless they get super fed. So there we go. Both shields go off. His team's shield went off first. And I think soon I do, next round, so round 30, I do start to get other items, so we can discuss those too. Hopefully through this video, like I said, a lot of this video I'm going to discuss the items. And you can just see, I'm just getting items. Okay, people are dying. So now, here we go, Heaven's Gift. Yeah, okay, so Heaven's Gift. I'm going to put another one on, and then we will see how that works also. And then another thing I do test in this game is, I think it's called Frost Armor, but you will also see that later in the game. And yeah, that will be good as well. So what the Frost Armor does, talking about it in advance, is it slows the enemy's attack speed by 30% for everybody that gets hit. So same thing as an item, if you look at that, in a 6 warrior versus 6 warrior team, the one with that Frost Armor is going to win, right? 30% is huge. So if my Berserker is slowed down by 30%, if all my warriors are slowed down by 30%, and your team's not, I am going to crush you, assuming we're at the same level. Same thing against Hunters. Like that is so bad for Hunters, right? Like it's such a nerf, or it's such a counter to Hunters, right? Because 30% is a lot. If you think of a Frantic Mask, you're silencing your hero just to get 40% attack speed. And now, as a, my warrior player, I end up just being able to cast 30% of your attack speed. So in this case, I take damage item. This is an actual try-hard choice. The reason I'm doing this is because my team is already super tanky. So my choice there is either get the armor to debuff the enemy's armor, their attack speed, all that good stuff, or to just supercharge my Berserker. My Berserker's been staying alive through all these fights, and the fights are kind of tank fest, so I just want something to crush through, and I want to mix in magic damage, because we have tons of warrior teams left, so the armor is a big thing, and you'll notice the magic damage just completely changes everything. Like, look at my DPS meter now. Now my Berserker is just becoming insane. That Hunter was kind of hanging against us and now crushed. Same thing with the other, like, Beast Warrior, just absolutely getting destroyed now. So that's why I chose. So there are definitely times, and you've all seen it, games where I do select the armor to debuff everybody. That's when I need more tankiness, more survivability. But in that case, yeah, we do go. Here we go. I get my other Heaven's Gift, and selling the War Chief is fine. I just want to try out the new Warrior. So at this point, first place is still, I won't say guaranteed, but I'm pretty confident at this point I'm getting first place, so I can test out new things. The reason I position the Pirate Captain and Doom separate is I want to hit both. I want both of them to shield, and that's going to be the effect. So if you notice, when one shield item triggers, so there you go. So I think you can tell my Doom, actually wait, yeah, my Doom shield did trigger, and notice my Pirate Captains didn't, but my Pirate Captains waited till my Dooms was over. I know that sounds weird, so probably I would go back and review this again, but you'll notice my Doom's Heaven Gift went off, and then my Pirate Captain's Heaven Gift went off later in the fight, okay? So, just something to keep in mind, the mechanic of it. From everything I can tell, they don't overlap. So you don't get, like, you can't block 40 damage is what I mean. So, or, for instance, let's say my Lone Druid, he's in between the Pirate Captain and Doom, like, he's not going to get a stacking shield. The heal, I can't really tell, to be honest. I'd have to keep reviewing this myself to tell if the heal works twice. But same thing, for the rest of the fight, I would pay attention to my Pirate Captain and Doom. So bam. You can see all my units get shielded. Doom did it, and then Pirate Captain also did it. Very similar timings. And as far as the heal, I don't know. Maybe some of you have way better eyes than me and that you can tell, oh yeah, Chaos, both the heals hit. I can't tell. So in the comments, if you can tell if both the heal, and what I mean by both the heals is, did my Lone Druid get two times a 15% HP heal, or did he only get one? I have no idea, but if any of you can tell, nice. Yeah, definitely go to 3-star, then I can sell the Druids, so get the Razor Claw to 3-star. I think I'm waiting because of the fact that I have double Pirate Captains and everything, and I have this Doom. I'm kind of like, I can be greedy, plus I'm winning anyways, but that's just the play. Just econ up at this point. Probably going to go to level 10 anyways, put in another Doom, because now that I do have the epic Warrior, my Doom does get a huge buff, and that's another thing I wanted to display in this video. So another reason I chose this video is I can just show you a lot of the new mechanics in one video. So anyways, here we go. Things are starting to get closer, right? Other people are getting items. We're stacking up. We're all kind of hitting equivalent spots. Yeah, notice getting a lot closer. Oh, but that was somebody else's view. But anyways. And I wanted to show, hopefully I bring it up soon. I think it's this from the, or no, after this round, we kill the dragon, and then I start the Doom, and I will click on Doom quite a bit to show the difference in his DPS after I put in the Legendary Warrior. That's actually something I would encourage everybody to go back and look at too. If you go back, look before I put in the new Rogue Guard, which is the new Demon Warrior. Notice before I put him in, Doom Arbiter's damage, DPS, and then after I put him in. So the reason I placed my Rogue Guard to take a lot of damage, I want him to take damage so he casts his ult quickly, because it makes my Doom Guard insane, right? 100 damage is insane. I think my Doom Guard at 2-star has like just shy of 300 DPS, so you're talking about a 33% damage increase on your Doom, which is insane because your Doom is already super strong. And now I'm like, yeah, let's go to 10, get in another Doom, because now I'm getting extra benefit. So here we go, Ice Armor, that is what it is called. I am going to test that out. Normally, well, before testing it, I didn't know this, but you know, the polymorph from the other item is nice, but this Ice Armor is something sounds interesting. You'll see how it triggers also. So same thing, you just see it. As soon as fight starts, it targets, and from what I can tell, it hits to the edge of its circle. And you can see me clicking heroes, maybe not this round, but in the future rounds, I'm clicking and kind of trying to see which heroes got slowed, their attack speed slowed, which didn't. Absolutely crush that person, and then see just more and more items. The items are just insane, like, and here's the thing, not all games look like this. So I have, after the patch, I think I won like 3 or 4 first places in a row. And I was just getting sick items like nonstop. And then I had a drought of items, and then I was like struggling to get 4th place for a few games in a row. So to me, I'm not going to complain too much about this again, but they really need to do something about the distribution of items. Like, they need to come up with a consistent way to distribute items evenly across players, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, if 6 warriors get these type items that I have, you're not going to kill them. There's just no way, right? Even if you were a mage comp and I get the counter mage items, like, you're not going to kill me. I'm going to crush through you before anything. Like, I'm going to live through the mage's first wave, and it did happen in some other games. I lived through their first round of burst, and then they're just dead, because there's no way that they can handle the amount of damage that they can. Another thing about Ice Armor you have to consider is on a mage, that is actually really impactful, because think about this. A mage, let's say their attack speed is 1.5 seconds, okay? And I hit them with a 30% slow. So now their attack speed is 2 seconds. And I'm doing math on the fly, so this might be a little off. But anyways, their attack speed is 2 seconds, okay? They need 10 attacks to ultimate if they don't have mana crystals. But let's say they have right? So 10 attacks at 1.5 seconds is 15 seconds till they ult. But now I slowed their attack speed by 30%. Now they need 20 seconds to ult. I mean, look at 20 seconds. 20 seconds into a fight, look, it's 15 seconds into the fight, 14, right? And 20 seconds, nope. The other person's entire team was dead within 18 seconds of the fight starting. So good luck to a mage team who has their attack speed slowed, who the 6 warriors have this anti-magic shield on top of them. So hopefully that as an end note shows how I think the items they favor certain comps more than other comps. But anyways, that does it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the discussion. And as always, happy ranking, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.